I thought that this would be really beneficial. So I had a couple of people just send me some random websites. Like literally, these are websites I've never been to before. I opened them all just for this video, and I want to on the fly go through some things that I would do if I owned the website. I think hands-on, real examples and how I tend to think about things naturally is why you're here. So hopefully you find this valuable. And I'm just going to go through these. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And I won't take a long time. I just want to point out some things so that if you have a website already, you can have some takeaways here and hopefully get some value out of this, because people are doing a lot of stuff wrong. And I did not ask for websites that obviously have things wrong. I literally just asked for, again, random websites because most people are doing things incorrectly. So let's just get into it. So this one that I opened, confessionsofahomeschooler.com, immediately I was hit with this. That's why I didn't click around, because a lot of times if you click around, then you won't get the pop-up again. But don't do this. It might be tempting. You might see signups, but don't do this. I don't know who this is yet. And even if I landed on an article from Google, I'm not ready to give you my name and email address. I'm just not. And to Erica's credit, she does have what is essentially a built-in lead magnet. Get my tutorials delivered to your inbox plus exclusive coupons. But it's kind of backwards because I don't know anything yet. So it's like, it's too early in my relationship with you, Erica. You're already asking for something from me, and yes, you're promising to give me something, but I don't know you yet. So here's the problem. What's going to happen is I'm going to exit this out, because everybody exits out. Few people put in their email because they just don't even understand, and they think they have to put it in to move forward, and that person's not going to be a quality subscriber. So I'm going to exit out, and now you've just missed your chance to get me later. Now I haven't been to her site, so maybe she makes up for this. I'm not here to dissect the website itself necessarily. I might make some comments as I go, but what I really want to do is I want to go into one of her articles. February 2024 Pillow of the Month. It's interesting. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, again, I can't help myself. I'm going to comment on things. Not a big fan of the huge banner here. I think it's pretty useless for the most part. Anyway, moving on. She's got this book. Okay, I'm not seeing anything as far as how to get my email again, but maybe there's some saving grace at the bottom. There is not. So, Erica, you're definitely not watching this, but I would put some sort of call out at the bottom of the articles, 100%. And I would possibly work a call out into the sidebar. Not too crazy about that. It's not that important because everybody's on mobile these days. But okay, I'm going to move on from this. Looks like a nice site. But if I was trying to build my newsletter, I would definitely focus on something at the bottom here, and I wouldn't try to capture their email before. And I would probably do some sort of sticky, a sticky header. Well, it's already sticking. So what I would probably do is like right here in the header, I think is fine. And then whenever you scroll down, I would change all of this to be a form to sign up for the newsletter. That way, as I'm going through, this is just kind of teasing me the whole time that like, hey, if you want more, here I am at the top. So I'm just reading the article and I'm getting value out of this article, and then I have two opportunities to get more stuff like this. All right, moving on. I was sent one called lunchboxdad.com. I do not know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on here in the top. Maybe this must be powered by, this is powered by Blogger. Okay, so never mind. But yeah, if you're doing this, don't do this. I don't know why. I don't know why that's there. Again, I don't know how big these sites are. These are random websites. This is terrible. I think it's like it might have worked a long time ago, right? Like a decade or more ago, probably more than a decade ago. Subscribe to Lunchbox Dad for free updates and recipes! Exclamation point. Nobody's listening to this. Nobody cares about this. Plus, this has no formatting, no photo. This is not a good call out at all. I would be surprised if this gets any subscribers at all. Let me click into an article because, like I said, that's where most traffic lands anyway. Yeah, again, I'm going to try my hardest not to comment on everything else, but I would probably make this header a little tighter. I don't really know what the point of this redundancy is, saying it again. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, so still, this is bad. You need to format this better, and plus it's in the sidebar. And yeah, okay, this needs a lot of work. Font is way too small. This might just be like a passion site or something. And, apologies if anybody knows who this is. I'm not trying to rip it apart. It could just be a hobby site, and that's totally fine. I'm just talking if I owned this and wanted to make money and grow the newsletter, what I would do. I'd definitely make this font size much bigger. Again, at the end, I would have a call out to get whatever is being offered. It's updates and recipes. This might just be some automated blogger thing that just if he posts something new, it just gets automatically sent. I don't know, but there's a ton that can be done with this. So if this is getting significant traffic, he's missing out on a lot of opportunity. If his goal is to make money, I don't know. Moving on. I actually found this one myself, and I want to tell you what was interesting about trying to find it. I was trying to find a website for Tauruses. So the zodiac sign, just for Tauruses. And it was crazy. I couldn't find anything. Everything was astrology in general. They wanted to cover all 12 signs, or I guess there must be 12 signs. But I couldn't really find any specifically for Tauruses. I'm sure there are, but I couldn't find any. Anyway, I accidentally landed on this site during that search. Let me kind of dive in here a little bit. Looks like a very good site. I'm assuming that this is probably run by some sort of, whatever, that doesn't matter. Let me click into an article. Let all the ads load. Moving down, let's see, close that out. So yeah, it doesn't even look like they have a newsletter. Yeah, I don't even believe that they have a newsletter. So they should probably take this course and do what I love, which is either a header or a sticky footer that has a call out, and obviously end your article with a call out. And I think that they would be diversifying their traffic right away. The site looks like it's really well done, so I'm assuming that this gets some serious traffic. I don't know if it's been hit in the latest helpful content update. I'm trying to see if I'm missing that they have a newsletter, but I see literally 0 call outs. So I guess the takeaway from this site is to start a newsletter, because you probably have a lot of traffic. So definitely start one. But again, I don't know this business very well. So maybe they've got a whole different, yeah, I mean, they've got a shop. So maybe the blog is a little bit of an afterthought, but even if it is, that's even more reason to have a newsletter, because you're selling something. So I don't know what these people are doing. If anybody knows who this is, send them my way. All right, moving on. Browns Nation. So a friend of mine sent me this because we're unfortunately Cleveland Browns fans. I've never been to this one. I see they do have a newsletter because it's right here. Let me click that. Browns Nation newsletter sign up, and a big picture from Getty Images of the stadium. That makes no sense. Okay, you don't need this. Oh, geez. Okay, interesting. Get Browns Nation news updates. Select how often you want to receive. That's kind of cool. I don't see that very often. I like that. I like the option up front. That's something I haven't really done myself, but kind of like that. Yeah, I'm not going to get it right now. How do I exit out? Yeah, that didn't need to pop up on this page, and this form should have been up top. So they should remove the pop-up from the sign up page. It's obviously redundant. In fact, they should also probably hide the sidebar and just make a really nice sign up form that, this photo is not necessary. Get rid of that, and then tell me why I should get it, and go from there. This is, again, fine, but we're all desensitized to this stuff. Nobody cares. Nobody's paying attention to whenever you tell them get updates quick. Like, that's not what it is. I mean, it needs to be more than that. So that's what this course is all about, and hopefully that resonates a little bit. But pretty good, pretty interesting site. Let me go to the article. I'm not going to repeat myself about placements. I think the takeaway here was the actual sign up page. See if they have any other call outs that I can talk about. Man, ads on the internet these days are just freaking wild. Okay, so this right here is their call out. I like the placement, but if it's always buried between two ads, nobody's clicking this, nobody at all. So definitely make sure that this is up here right after the article. And yeah. Oh, here's this. So this is down. Nobody's seeing this. So move this up to right underneath the article. You're definitely going to get more out of this sign up form than that Ernesto Cova wrote the article. Like, nobody really cares who wrote it. And if you care enough, you're going to go look for it if you really care who wrote it, because you want to angrily tell them that they're wrong or whatever people do. So that's my takeaway on this one. Moving on. Laura's birding blog. What is going on here? Bird watching. Oh, okay. So a little under a year ago, she moved to Substack for some reason. That is, I personally would never use Substack. That's just me. When I started this, Blogger was sending emails. They discontinued in 2021. So I started MailChimp. MailChimp raised their rates. So she ran off to Substack, basically. I disagree with that decision. I think you can sign up at ConvertKit or Beehive, and I don't know how many subscribers she has, but I'm guessing that it wouldn't cost that much. So I guess my takeaway with Laura is I personally wouldn't go to Substack. I don't know that much about it to really comment, but I like to control my list and my website. And that's that. Okay, so this is my takeaway. The reason why I love the newsletter model is that you own your list, and you are diversified from the whims of platforms. So if you go and you put it on Substack, unless I'm misunderstanding Substack, aren't you just kind of giving up that ownership to a certain degree again? I'm not a fan. I like owning my list, and the whether it's ConvertKit or MailChimp or anywhere else, that's sort of just a service that I need, but my list is mine regardless of where it lives. And then I like to have my website hosted at my host. That's completely mine. That's how I do things, and I would never change that. And I don't suggest anybody else does either. So hopefully Laura's Substack is going well, but I don't know. All right. Found this website myself, actually, because I searched in my niche site ideas PDF. I had an idea for a geographic location, and I used Encinitas, which is a city kind of near me, as an example. And I ended up landing on this website because they had a pretty good article about Encinitas, and this is obviously California and beyond, as it says. So I do not know if they. Oh, here we go. This is horrible. This is terrible. I have come around to the importance of having a call out on your homepage. I do like that, but this is nobody's going to do this. Stay up to date. Let's keep in touch. Who are you? Why? Or stay up to date with what? This is just bad. Don't ask for my last name. That's just something that you don't need to do, because people don't want to give up their last name to a stranger. even asking for their first name is stretching it, but I do ask for the first name. Let me click into one of these. This is a place I actually want to go, so this is a good article for me. Scrolling down, okay, we've got the ads starting. Planning a trip. Take a look at my. That's cool. It's good. This seems like good quality content. I'm assuming these were taken by the owner, which is great. Yeah, this is great. This is good content. So since it's good, maybe it got hit in the latest update, because a lot of good content got hit in the update, but hopefully not, because, or by Google, I should emphasize, because this is legitimately helpful. It looks like it's all owned by them. Additional guides, and then there's an ad. I hope you have an incredible time visiting Charming Town. Here are some additional guides, and I don't see, I guess, yeah, okay, yeah, these are in the area. That makes sense. So it appears that there's no newsletter, or there is a newsletter, sorry, but the call outs are pretty bad. Oh, here's the founder. Okay. Launched in 2020. Yeah, she's doing a great job. Just, I would be very curious to know how many subscribers she has, because this placement is bad, and get on the list is more. It's an interesting choice of words. Nobody's going to do this. I'm sure some people, if she's getting traffic, but that's pretty bad. So that needs some work. But anyway, that's my takeaway here. Nothing too groundbreaking. It's just the placements are once again really, really poor. And if this website is getting decent traffic, she should be carving off, I don't know, like 3% of people who land on it could become newsletter subscribers, which she'll have forever, even whenever Google makes another change. All right, moving on to this last one, which I did already go to. This is the one that I've been to, and I wanted to include it because I thought it was pretty cool. I'd never heard of this before. Somebody sent it to me. It's all about productivity. But what I really liked here, first of all, I think the design is excellent, and it's also there are no ads that I'm aware of. So this is really cool. I don't know anything about why this exists. It's probably maybe affiliate, maybe it's affiliate monetized or whatever. But what I really liked was that when I clicked, whenever I put my email in to get the newsletter, I immediately on the site received a download link for this, which this course is kind of built on this entire model, except I tend to do it through Facebook because I'm coming from the point of I don't already have existing website traffic. But what I really want to hammer home, if you already have a website, is that you're one step ahead, because you can do exactly what I do on Facebook to get subscribers, except with the people landing on your website. So this is a great example. It's right away offering, I mean, literally it says right away, a checklist, and I got it immediately. I just had to click one button. So it checks all the boxes that are checked in the part of this course that's about creating a Facebook ad. It's just, again, a lot of people don't have an existing website with traffic. And honestly, in a perfect world, you'd do both, right? If you have a website, do something cool like this. I think the placement of this is okay. I would move this up. Actually, you know what I would do? I would once again, I would stick it in the header, or, well, this is on desktop, and again, most people are on mobile, but I would do a sticky header or something, because it's really good. It's really, really good. It's a monthly email. Cool. Yeah, this is a really, really nice site. I like this website. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop there. I hope that these 20 minutes of just going through random websites gives you some takeaways to apply to your own site or your future site. Just keep all this stuff in mind. I have a lot of years of tweaking stuff and trying stuff, and I think I know what I'm talking about in this case. So, all right, see you in the next one.